Abdullah Mason horrified an entire nation with these brutal knockout victories.
Putting combinations together, he hurt him with that shot.
It's over badly. Round number 2, and the young sensation.
Mexico is known for providing some of the sport's most legendary boxers, but Abdullah Mason has managed to defeat each Mexican boxer that stepped in the ring with him. Mason's intense victories and brutal knockouts have been a staple in the Mexican boxing rivalry.
Beat Doc from the state of New York.
Oh, what a finish from Abdullah Mason. He didn't need a short leash. All he needed was one shot.
On October 29th, 2022, at the Hulu Theater at Madison Square Garden in New York City, Abdullah Mason fought Angel Barrera. At the time, Mason was only 18 years old, and he was a top-ranked prospect with a perfect record of 5 victories and no losses. This was meant to be a serious test for Mason, as Barrera had a similar pro record, but had more experience in total rounds fought. Barrera claimed that his 5-week training camp in Chicago was going to be more than enough for him to deal Mason his first professional loss.
Tim Bradley and Christina Poncher taking you through this one. Abdullah Mason is on your list of double stamp prospects. Tell the people why.
Skill set. Good defense. He's physically strong. Technically sound. Psychologically, this young man, I mean, when I talk to him in the fighter meetings, he sounds like he has it all together.
I got a heads up on Abdullah Mason from Shakur Stevenson, who told me, Christina, and that's a good left hand right there, and a good uppercut from Mason. You got to watch out for this kid. Turned pro at 17, top rank, signed him, and he said he gave me some great work in sparring. He's up next. Barrera had some good sparring to prepare for this fight. Sparred with Gio Cabrera, Joshua Greer.
Watch your heads, watch your
Resides
heads.
in Chicago, had a 5-week camp, and feels really good about taking on Abdullah Mason because he knows he has the, even though 4 fights to 4 fights, he has more experience in the ring, gone a full 8 rounds in his last fight, but Abdullah Mason lands a sneaky right hand there.
From Abdullah Mason, see the half a step back right there. You see the eyes of the young man on the target.
A little bit of blood coming out from the nose of Barrera. Beautiful counter there with the left hand after the stab jab from Barrera.
See, that's what I like, that stab jab.
Good body work there from Barrera as well.
Look, I just try to help the young fighters out there, you know. I mean, I critique you because I've been in there and I know what it takes. These young men, they have a lot more skill than I had when I was up, but I just had a lot of will and I had a high ring IQ. But that's the reason why I'm able to kind of dissect these young fighters and help them out, Christina. That's it.
So what would you say if you were in the Barrera corner, what he can do right now against Mason?
He needs to slow it down.
Gets a slight warning to keep his punches up, but he has gone to the body and seems to work well. And good counter shot. And again, I mean, they're both getting good, clean shots in. It's just Mason's getting in a little bit more of them.
Well, Mason's landing the cleaner punches. That's a beautiful jab right there. Nice, stiff jab. Nice.
Nice dig with that right hand and finished with that counter left up top.
See, now you're seeing Mason on the attack. Good feint. Oh, my goodness.
The first 6-rounder for Abdullah Mason and his first fight in New York City, which he was really excited about when I talked to him earlier as well. The concrete jungle where dreams are made of, Tim.
Hand speed and power. Great accuracy as well. Young man. And you see the little framework right there, a little push off just to get a little distance to be able to extend with this shot.
Sense that their fighter's in full control.
Yeah.
Oh, nice right hand, though, and the glove did touch the canvas for a second of Abdullah Mason.
Yes, it did.
And he got caught with the shot there, Tim.
But the thing is that the referee didn't see the glove touch the canvas.
He didn't see it, but his glove.
Maybe he did.
Yep, his glove absolutely did touch the canvas. We'll have to get another look at that.
I understand this is happening in real speed.
I caught it.
Yeah, you did catch it. Absolutely.
But we're at a different angle than The referee is.
All that offense from Mason right now.
Oh, and that one puts down Barrera.
My goodness.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Watch me, Angel. Good. Couple steps to the side.
Everything was all established off that solid jab right there, but beautiful, nice little swivel jab right there, straight left hand right down the middle. No, like I told you in the beginning.
He's ready to go, but just under a minute here in round 3. Can Abdullah Mason finish the show? Big body shot there with the right hand too, back up top with the left. Good counter shot. That one puts him down again for the second time here in round 3.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Watch me, my man. Take 3 steps to the left. Okay. One last shot.
Straight shot, beat a wide shot 9 times out of 10, depending on what angle you're on now. Barrera's doing the right thing, using his legs now buy himself some time to clear his head.
Barrera just trying to get to that bell and get back to his corner.
That's right, so he can recover.
Mason pouring it on. At least Barrera answers there. He throws him down. Let's see, I don't think a knockdown. Contrary to what we and everybody else just heard, they're going to let Angel Barrera continue, and I think that they should give him another chance. He said he's okay, he wants to go. We'll see what we see here. You know, Barrera's, you're a fighter, Tim. You know he's going to want to fight this out.
And look, he ain't won a round. He ain't won a round. The referee better save his life.
And there it is. He stepped in, stopped the fight, had seen enough.
Look, he's given an opportunity to fight another day. That's what it's all about.
Well, and he told him right there, I gave you another chance.
I just think this was unnecessary. I think that they should have stopped the fight a round before, you know, but the ref and the doc decided to give him a chance.
Abdullah managed to win by TKO at 21 seconds into the 4th round, but an unofficial knockdown earlier in the fight led analysts to wonder if he could handle harder punches.
He ain't won a round. He ain't won a round. The referee better save his life.
And there it is. He stepped in, stopped the fight.
On April 1st, 2023, at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Mason jumped in the ring with Eric Garcia Benitez. Benitez was brought in as a tough and aggressive brawler who was intended to test Mason's ability to handle high-pressure opponents. Mason was looking to continue his streak of dominance while handling more experienced fighters. At the weigh-in, Mason came in 0.1 pounds over the lightweight limit, but he managed to cut down to the proper weight on his second attempt.
Oh, Lord.
He doesn't even need to fight. He loves to fight, and that's why Eric Garcia Benitez is in the ring tonight against a top prospect like Abdullah Mason, and he's a brawler who will just come forward.
Bro, he leaned in right there, lunged forward, and threw a looping left hand to the chest of Mason.
As we would say when we were kids, he socked him in the chest.
Shocked him in the chest. Stop his heart from beating. Like, Pops, chill out, man. I ain't trying to hurt nobody like that.
Mason's trying to hurt him with the left, and then he lands a right hand. And it looked like it should have been a knockdown, a flash knockdown.
Probably could have got a knockdown, but referee judgment in real time for me. You know, I'm looking for technical skill. And what technical skill means is how well he throws his punches. It also means how well he moves in each direction. And plus it means how well he defends against punches.
Oh, counter right hand. That's the best way to defend against that. The fight is over as referee Mark Nelson calls an end to this fight. What an impressive counter shot. Just put the bat out there, and this is what happened.
That's all he did. I mean, quick little half step back, boom. Right there, he saw the opening. You saw Benitez shooting the right hand. You know, he's doing what he's supposed to do, throwing the right hand, but he came out too wide. Dropped the opposite hand. Exposed himself and got hit with a beautiful short counter. Look at this. Whoop. Wow. That's called a check hook. Just checking his temperature right there. Checking to see if he got his hands at home. And his hands weren't at home. His chin was at home.
That's called buenas noches.
Abdullah managed to come away with a victory only 1 minute and 32 seconds into the 1st round, and Mason continued his undefeated streak.
Against punches.
Oh, counter right hand. That's the best way to defend against that. The fight is over.
On August 26th, 2023, at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Abdullah faced Cesar Villaraga. Cesar was framed as the blue-collar veteran who worked in construction to support his family, but his experience in the fight world was meant to be a tough challenge for Abdullah. Even with all of his experience, Villaraga had gone 7 years without a win until he defeated Brandon Mendoza just months before fighting Mason. Leading up to the fight, Mason faced even more media hype than in his previous fight, and he proved that his focus was on the long haul instead of the comments being made of him. Before the fight, commentators wondered if Mason would shine like a diamond under the pressure of his opponent or collapse like a stanky fart. He proved to shine bright.
Those were his first 2 fights of 2023, fighting for the third time. In a developing young fighter like Abdullah Mason, activity and improvement, and he hasn't failed yet.
Yeah, activity is important for a fighter. It's like, you know, it's like produce in the store. Think about it that way. It's like if you let some bread sit on the counter too long, it's gonna get moldy. You let some
19 years old.
You know, that's hard to believe. I'm not gonna lie. That's really hard to believe when you watch him in the way he controls the ring and dominates the center of the ring, and just his reflexes.
Nice body work from Abdullah Mason.
Is reactive. That's what he is. That's the word I was looking for. He's reactive. You know, he's a dangerous fighter. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm not saying he's scared. What I'm saying is he's just reactive, like he's almost scared. You know, he's making sure that he's protecting himself. When Mason lets some offense off, he's making sure to punch back just so he can bag him off.
So both fighters landing nice counter shots. Varaga with the rights and Abdullah with the lefts.
Iron his work for just a brief moment, and he's not clearing the distance where you have Varaga that's just letting his hands fly from position, and he's catching. He's catching. See, that's what I'm.
Nice body work from Mason with the left. We were talking about
Mid-range to inside. He's dangerous. He has short arms and he's compact, and he doesn't load up his shots. They just come right from position, and they're heavy, heavy punches.
But Varaga just landed a nice looping overhand left. Oh, nice uppercut from Abdullah Mason, and he shook Varaga. Now he's going down to the body. Nice left from Mason. He set it up perfectly off of a blinding jab.
That body shot. Now, see, now that's what I'm talking about. Now, those are precise shots right there from Mason. Nice setup, getting around the elbow of Varaga to land that body shot.
Now he's making Varaga miss with a right.
Great move, but it can be a dangerous one, too, if you don't do it at the right time, one. Also, quite often, is Jared Anderson.
We saw him get caught by Charles Martin last time out. Low on the belt line there from Abdullah Mason. Those shots are good. The last words there for Abdullah.
So that's what I would tell. That's what I would tell Abdullah is like, hey man, use your jab, take your time. I know you want to break him down. You're getting anxious. Oh. You know, you're 19 years old. Take your time though.
You know what? Varaga starts quick. The last couple of rounds, he's been able to land some good shots on Abdullah Mason, who's content to exchange and see if Varaga can take his firepower. Abdullah.
Yeah, I mean, Varaga is definitely taking some, but he's also dishing some. But I like this inside work, nice and tight, digging down to the body, getting around that guard right there. And then you see that right there. That right there is what I'm worried about moving forward.
Varaga's an excellent counter puncher. Nice body work, straight left to the belt line.
But I could just tell you this: Abdullah doesn't feel threatened at all. I mean, if he felt threatened, he wouldn't be throwing shots and unleashing shots like that and allowing anything to get inside. So he's comfortable.
Abdullah just turned 19 recently. Nice left uppercut from Abdullah, straight left. You see the quickness in that left hand, and Varaga answers with the overhand right.
Nice angle. Maybe we're gonna put him in with that.
Ooh, nice body work from Abdullah Mason. Sitting on his punches, taking right hand as these two exchange at the bell.
Doesn't feel the power coming back from Varaga, so he's okay. He's like, that's nothing. That's nothing for me.
Yeah, half of.
And one of the things that what I learned from Manny Pacquiao was when I fought him the first time was dude, he fainted the hell out of me. Oh my gosh, this dude throws so many feints. Foot feints, head feints, hand feints, you know, and he kept me busy.
Yeah.
He kept me bringing that to my game. Feints. I'm going to throw a ton of feints.
Mental pressure.
Oh my goodness, yes it is. Oh, ooh, nice uppercut. That time.
Instructions in the heat of Southern California, then goes to the gym because he loves this. And so you got to break him down like Mason's trying to do there to the body. Out of the 5 Abdullah, or 5 Mason brothers are going to be fighting within the next month. And you see Varaga taking those body shots from Mason, who has now...
That's about feints. You know, at the end of the last round, Mason, he did throw some feints.
Stop,
and it was almost Varaga didn't bite because it was the wrong distance and he didn't believe it. You know, your feints when you...
Experience for Abdullah Mason, who came into this fight basically with a total of 23 rounds and 9 fights. He's going to leave here with 29 and 10 fights, but this was a tough.
I mean, when you get tested, I mean, it deepens your bag of experience, you know, and you find ways to have him to overcome like he's doing right now.
There's that flurry from Abdullah Mason trying to break down Varaga. That's a great left hand as Varaga tries to answer, but Mason...
The fight ended up going the distance, with Mason winning by unanimous decision with a perfect score of 60-54. On November 16th, 2023, at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Jose Cardinas challenged Abdullah Mason as part of the undercard for the Shakur Stevenson versus Edwin de los Santos world title fight. Mason had been keeping busy in 2023, with this being his 5th fight, but many people wondered if the 19-year-old was being rushed or if this high activity level was perfect to build a superstar. While Abdullah's previous opponents had been tough, Cardenas looked to turn the fight into a gritty brawl, and he only had 1 loss prior to this fight. Much of the broadcast leading up to the fight focused on Abdullah being one of 5 boxing brothers, instead of focusing on Cardenas as his opponent.
Abdullah Mason against Jose Cardenas out of Laredo, Texas. That stiff jab too.
Right now he's finding a mark down low, so I expect that left hand to come up top sooner or later. See Cardinas, he's not playing. He's not here to play. He's here to get busy. Yeah, that's all mental right there. You got to be able to control yourself.
Oh, nice left! Short 1-2 and down goes Cardenas.
You never saw it?
Nope.
Never saw it coming. 6. The upper head boot, that's my favorite angle right there, the dog. Boom, flick jab right there. Boom, oh, straight left hand. Just a flick jab, just to put him in that position right there. Put him in that position, no man's land. Here you go. He tried to jab, come back, put him right in that position right there, no man's land, and he came with the left hand.
And he held up on that left hook because he could have got him on the way down.
See, the flick jab came around with the right hook. He dropped right there to try to get away from the second hook.
Cardenas' Mason landed with that left.
Again, timing can beat speed. Has a way of beating speed, and you see Cardinas, that's what he's using to be able to land some shots occasionally.
Nice body work there from Abdullah Mason here to close out the first round of a scheduled 6.
He's been defensively sound afterwards. All right, there's the one right there. Beautiful jab right there.
And that's part of the learning process, he told us. From his last fight, straight left, puts Cardenas on his back. Speed. It's over. Power. Referee Tony Weeks says it's not worth counting. The only thing you got to count is the 9th knockout in 11 victories for Abdullah Mason. This kid can fight.
That was nasty. Brilliant work right here. Oh, my goodness. That was a throwaway left right hook or lead left hook and a straight left hand right down the middle. Check this out. Real speed. Just listen to the sound, people. Got him looking at the jab. He got him looking at the jab first. That first jab right there. Got him looking at that. He expected a jab, but the hook came around. He moved him right into the left hand. Boom.
Mason dominated Cardinas and won by knockout in the 2nd round, with fans being split on whether Cardenas was a real challenge or if Mason just made light work of a tough challenger.
As he told us, from his last fight, straight left, puts Cardenas on his back.
speed.
It's over.
On November 8th, 2024, at the Scope Arena in Norfolk, Virginia, Abdullah Mason fought Johan Vasquez. Many people believed that Johan was going to be Abdullah's first true test against a power puncher, and he was looked at as a final boss for the up-and-coming fighter. Johan was specifically chosen for his high knockout percentage, as he had 21 KOs in 26 wins, and this would silence the doubters who claimed Mason Cherry picked his opponents.
You know what that is? It's a landing pillow for when Abdullah lands his shot.
Oh, and he's supposed to land that left hand straight down the middle. Left, either straight left or the left uppercut.
Is coming after Abdullah Mason, down for the first time in his professional career. Abdullah's human. Oh, and he gets rocked by a right hand. Oh, what a shot by Abdullah Mason! He lands on Johan Vasquez.
Said it was going to be an uppercut, and that it was.
Round one, 1 minute and 15 seconds, and Abdullah's going for the finish. Vasquez looking to survive, but this is where Abdullah Mason is at his best. What a jab from Abdullah Mason. Left uppercut from Abdullah. Oh, now Abdullah's down for the second time with a check left hook. What a round we're seeing early on here. Abdullah's up. Vasquez can barely stand. This was impressive.
Handled it well right here. In the inside, closing the distance. Oh my God, he was holding the phone, but that short left hook on the inside.
Excellent finisher. He got a little over anxious against a veteran, and he made him pay. But here's Abdullah once again going in. And Abdullah Mason got a little bit over anxious. He getting a little bit too close to a very dangerous La Fiera Johan Vasquez. And
Put that chin down into your chest, especially when you're throwing your offense.
now that's straight left from Vasquez. And he's making him dance, but this is where Vasquez has been the most dangerous.
Shows you how conditioned he is, where his mindset is, and he's still in there trying to go for the kill.
Vasquez holding and punching, and Abdullah says, you hold me, you better hold me tight because I'm going to go to the body and drop you with the shot to the solar plexus.
He mean.
That's it.
He mean.
It's a body shot. If you put Abdullah Mason down, you better put him out. Shot from Abdullah Mason.
Instead of placing the shot upstairs, he knew he was hurting him with that. Right centered.
And he
that
hit him
shot
when he
right
was
there,
down.
that would have been down. Yep. Lucky the ref to take a point from him. But on the inside, vicious short shots on the inside from him. Just got in tight, close. Right in the solar plex, right there, right down the middle. A placed left hand.
The first round of the fight was absolutely chaotic, with Abdullah knocking Johan down twice, and Johan managed to give Abdullah his first knockdown in a pro fight.
You see Vasquez leaning forward.
Oh, Abdullah gets dropped by a left.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Many people believed that the referee was giving Mason premier treatment, while Vasquez suffered from a leg injury in the second round. But Abdullah put an end to the fight and the hate with a knockout in the second round. Comment who you think should fight Abdullah Mason next, and like and subscribe for more. Goodbye.